In the last video, we worked on making a round system, making this beautiful flashlight, adding cool post-processing effects, and more to our Slender game. And for this video, oh boy do I have a lot to talk about. For those of you who aren't aware or are new to my channel, I'm currently developing a new Slender Man game that you and your friends can play on Roblox. If that interests you, be sure to subscribe and give me a like rating. Oh, and also, I'd just like to say a big thank you for all the support I received on my last post. It really motivates me reading all your comments, so thank you to all you amazing people. Without further ado, let's get started with today's video. Continuing on from last video, I knew exactly what I had to do. Of course, we already had the assets, but I now needed to allow the players to be able to pick them up and collect them. Obviously not like that though. With a few lines of code later, this is how it now looks. How it works is when the player holds E for a long enough time, it will add to the nodes counter and destroy the game object itself. After this, I then added a template for a future win screen. This is called when the players have picked up the required amount of nodes. Now the game was looking good and all, but what is a horror game without a sprint mechanic? I don't want to make it some sick nightmare where you decide to crawl away from the monster instead of running. Does anyone else got those dreams, or is it just me? Anyway, how did I do this? I just reused code. Yep, just stole old code. Nothing more to it, but hey look, we have a sprint feature now at least. Now the fun part. The part where I don't have to do any work except download files and mess around with animations that I don't even have to make. First, we obviously needed to pick a Slender model, and what better thing to do than absolutely copy Ugly Burger Zero and use the same model as him. Yeah, so I picked Slender the Arrival model. Someone somehow illegally ripped it from the game itself, but hey, I'll definitely take it. So for those of you who don't know about the game, Slender the Arrival was sort of like the big AAA release of Slender Man, by the same producers of those who made Slender and the 8 Pages. I remember playing it in my living room as a 10-year-old boy shitting bricks, trying to get past the epilogue. But yeah, definitely check it out sometime. With the model chosen, I had to then rig him up to be able to animate him, and what better way to do it than with Mixamo, a free animation service provided to you by Adobe. Fortunately, this is not sponsored. Please sponsor me, Adobe. Anyway, where were we? I used Mixamo to rig Slender Man, and then I started testing a few animations on him. And when I say a few, I mean a lot. Oh my gosh, what is that? Okay, we definitely have to use this. Slender, bro, what are you doing? Yeah, so I somehow spent a whole hour wasting my time looking at Slender Man dancing. But nevertheless, I found the one animation I needed. I then imported him into Roblox, which definitely didn't take me 3 hours trying to work out how to do. And voila, there you have it. Now back to the nitty gritty of it all. I somehow needed a way to get the game to work out when Slender was in the player's camera view or not. I tried many different ways, using raycasts, using the dot product, using raycasts and player distance, all of which didn't quite work like I wanted. I was flabbergasted. I had absolutely no clue how I could possibly get this to work. I researched again and again, but nothing helped. Days went by, in fact weeks went by, and I still had nothing. Okay, maybe not weeks, and fine, maybe it was only like a day or two. I don't know, but who cares, because it then hit me. The solution was staring at me right in the face, literally. The solution was to have a part that was attached to Slender Man, and it tracks the head or face of the player. And then using some code I wrote for the ray casting before, I made it so the part sends out a ray to check to see if it hits the player's head. If so, then the player can properly be seen by Slender Man. I then use this code that, to be honest, I don't quite remember how I even got, to check to see if Slender's mesh is in the frame of the camera. If it is, and Slender can see a player, then Slender will damage the player. So yeah, pretty cool, we got that to work. Now for more camera manipulation or mathematical equations for a better term. To start off with, I remember that in one of Ugly Burger Zero's Slender Devlog vids, he mentioned something about a camera matrix. Initially watching it, I thought, what the fuck does that mean? And skipped through that part of the video. But now I'm the one who's got to actually use it. So who's laughing now? Not me. So I started using it and I made stretch res slender, I guess. And then I got silky with it. To the point where, not to flex or anything, but I was sort of becoming a pro at it. Just look at that jump scare effect. Wow, that is a AAA standard. Wow, guys. Nah, but honestly, I'm pretty happy with it so far. Next was a static overlay. So I did this by using maths again. Essentially, I just used some cool looking graphs. Yeah, don't really know what they do, but they sort of look cool. Essentially, what they do is when your health gets low, the static transparency decreases. That's about it, I think, for this part. Now the Deathscreen. This was essentially me just altering the effects functionality that I just spoke about previously. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of it. Here's the preview. Guys, that's about it for this video. I'm sorry about this video being sort of out of place at times, but I didn't record a lot of footage this time around as I spent a decent amount of time developing it. There were a lot of other implementations that I didn't even mention, like the camera GUI, the loading screen I added, mobile support, and many other implementations that I did over this time period. Thank you though for all your support recently, and thank you to you, the viewer, for watching this far into the video. It means so much to me and shows me that you actually have a big passion for a game like this, which motivates me even more. There's still a lot more that I have to work on, but I'm going to do my best to get this game as good as possible and deliver it as soon as I possibly can to you guys. That's it for now, guys. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
CR again. I hope everything's okay. I know there's been a lot to take in and wrap your head around. It'll be good when Lauren gets there.